Hello. Hold on.
Oh, look at it. She bought that. Period.
What's the craziest conspiracy theory you think about, but you wouldn't tell nobody?
Conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
You got one tapped in? Craziest conspiracy theory. Pizzagate. They all did that shit. They got the island. Yeah. Bill Gates. Goddamn. The first lady. Goddamn the Trump. Yeah. All of them. They tapped in.
Hey, Mike, what's your worst breakup story?
My worst breakup story? I caught him in bed cheating and I whooped that.
Oh, man. That's sad, though. All right, next question. What's heavier, a pound of pillows or a pound of pennies?
A pound of pennies.
Pound of pennies. This is the last one.
He can't even say it. He's getting dialed.
I'm not going to ask that question.
So, I just voted for the second time in my life. Woo! I told you I was going to do that for you for a second. So I went and voted because he paid me to go. He paid for my gas money. He paid for my gas money so I can go vote. Hold on, my mama just asked me, did I vote today? So let me send her a picture of me voting today. So I want to tell y'all, voting was pretty easy. The last time I voted was in 2008, and I voted for Obama. And I can't believe I voted for Obama in 2008 because he bamboozled black people. I want to tell y'all that voting is pretty cool. There's a lot of old people there. I stay in the neighborhood where there's a lot of old people. I stay in Birmingham, Alabama, and the oldest person in my city stay on my street. She's 106 years old. So she pretty old. She was on the news and everything, and she still be out there two-stepping, moonwalking. She be out there cutting her grass and everything. I heard that she auditioned for like some granny porn. Maybe she didn't. I don't know. Maybe I made that up. But anyways, I want to tell everybody thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all like this video before we get started. Make sure y'all share it. We're just going to talk about a lot of stuff that I've seen on Twitter today. I've been seeing a lot of people talking about they catch people stealing ballots out of mailboxes. I've been seeing a black woman fight a white man at a election site, at a voting site, because he had on Donald Trump hat. They told him to take it off. He was upset. But the law is, I guess the rule is that you're not supposed to wear anything like who you're voting for because they call it voter intimidation. Didn't know that. When I went in today, it was pretty much in and out. It was like at an old church. And the crazy part about it, voting at a church is even crazy because I thought there's supposed to be a separation of church and state. That's what I thought. But it feeds further into my conspiracy that the church is compromised, because now I'm voting at a church, but it's supposed to be separation of church and state. I voted at 6th Avenue Baptist Church. I'm going to let y'all know that's what my experience is. I try to give y'all a life in a day of my life for what I did today. So I voted today. Y'all know who I voted for. Y'all put in the comment section who y'all think I voted for. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Like I said, if you're just coming in here, I just want to let y'all know I voted today. Y'all put in the comment section who y'all voting for, what side y'all lean on, or what y'all think going to happen, who y'all think going to win tonight, if y'all going to be up. So I'm not going to be talking about no polls tonight because I know for a fact most of the polls going to be lying, right? Big DT, not the motherfucking little one. That's funny. But like I said, I voted, and like I said, it was pretty easy. But we're not gonna talk about no polls because I think they lying about polls and stuff like that. And the reason I think they lying, I just seen this poll right here, and this got to be fake. This has to be fake. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. Hold on, I just had it. Maybe I didn't. Dang, I didn't save it. That's just my luck. I didn't save it. But this is the video that I seen. Bear with me, guys. I forgot to share my video, so it's taking a little longer. So this is the video I seen them of them supposed to be stealing ballots today. I'd be scared to share stuff on X. The reason I'd be scared to share stuff on, let me unshare my screen once again, because you know on X I be having my favorite little adult video.
How it's going.
So I can't let y'all into that. So I be having to make sure I find the video before I share it. Y'all know how X is. You go there for the political stuff and the good stuff. But this will be y'all seen today. Let me share it real quick.
It's Civic. I don't have the number.
Now I don't know if they were stealing anything. Hold on real quick. Hello? Nah, I'm at the studio doing a live. Yeah, I don't know if they were stealing ballots, but I don't know what anybody would be stealing right now around this time out of the mailbox, because it is illegal for, you know, commoners or everyday people to just be taking random stuff out of ballot boxes. Like I said, I've been seeing a lot of stuff on social media when it comes to voting that I just think is BS when it comes to the stuff that we see. The video that I was looking for earlier, there was one county, and it was talking about how the first votes that they looked at showed that it was a tie Donald Trump and Kamala 3-3. They picked the first votes, the first ballots, and just like all the polls, that's why I said I'm not even finna even look at polls, because they said 3-3. Now, I've been on TikTok, and I'm going to tell you, I've been on TikTok. Now, TikTok is one of the most liberal places ever. When I see a lot of people when I'm scrolling the lives, you know how TikTok is addictive. I'm scrolling the lives, and so many people having these lives talking about they're voting for Trump. So if she wins, this shit got to be rigged up. And I do think it's some shit in the game somewhere. I'm trying to be optimistic, but just the way it looked, putting her up, she's not really likable. All the things that they're trying to push about her, black woman, HBCU policies, the Biden administration. I'm just saying, it just looks as if the fix is in. I'm sure, like I said, I try to be optimistic. It's crazy when the Supreme Court has come out and said illegals cannot vote. It is also crazy that we have people in other states saying it's going to take 10 to 12 days, and they're going to let other people vote days after when the polls are supposed to close at 9 p.m. tonight. Like I said, it's a lot of stuff in a lot of ways. They trying to massage Kamala's way into having the victory, right? Oh, Mr. Beat, here you go again. I'm glad you're back, though. I like people that disagree with me. I actually do. You are stuck in your echo chamber. So, of course, you're going to see Trump voters on your feed. That's how algorithms work. They show you what you want to see. But, you know, on TikTok, I engage in no political posts on TikTok because I always be scared they're going to take, like, my page and stuff. So, when I'm having these conversations on TikTok, I can tell you right now, algorithm wise, I don't do any political things. So like when I'm scrolling, I see people talk about Kamala too, but then I see way more people talking about Trump than Kamala. Like I don't think she's a likable person like that. And it's crazy how she's all of a sudden this likable, but nobody cared about her in 2019. Even her becoming the vice president, she was a DEI hire. Like that's the truth. Like Biden said, I'm gonna pick a woman president, and he just picked her. Like probably because she know all that Karma Sutra stuff that, you know, Judge Joe Brown said they teach the Indian women and stuff. That is part of their culture. So I don't know. Maybe he was trying to get some that Monica Lewinsky. Who knows? From the VP. What if that tape dropped? Would that be bigger than Ray J and Kamala? I don't think she's necessarily necessarily that likable. It's just so many people hate Trump. And I was talking about this yesterday, Mr. B. I don't think that many people are getting up out of their beds this election go around. And the reason I say that is so many people that I've seen that said they wasn't going to vote because they don't feel like Kamala is going to do a good job or Trump is going to do a good job. I don't think the hate for Donald Trump is as much as it was in 2020. I don't even see that type of hate. I think the people that I see hate Trump are the same people that's been hating Trump since he ran in like 2016. I just don't see a lot of people that's like, oh yeah, we got to vote against Trump. Because that was the narrative in 2020. It wasn't so much that I like Joe Biden. It was so much I'm going to vote against Trump. I don't even see that rhetoric that much that so many people say, I'm going to vote against Trump. I don't see that rhetoric a lot either. 2020, that's all I seen. Vote against Trump, vote against Trump, vote against Trump. And I think so many people aren't as scared when they try to put out him about Hitler and all of this other stuff. Like especially black people. Yeah. We talking about slavery. Like, I think more white people are scared about slavery because, in America, y'all didn't have to really deal with that. Black people like, just another hurdle we'll just have to get over. And if he Hitler, he Hitler. Have you seen our communities and what we go through? It can't be too much worse. So I don't think that many black people are concerned. And to be honest, the conversations that I was hearing from the older black people surprised me while I was going into voting, because a lot of people were talking about they were voting for Trump too. What Mr. Beat said, fair point. Didn't you see a shift after January 6th though? I have Republican Republican friends who voted for him in 2020 who voted for Harris this time due to January 6th. January 6th doesn't make me feel a ways. And I think this is my personal opinion. I don't think we got the full scoop on January 6th. That's just my personal opinion. I don't think we got the full scoop. I think it's still a lot of stuff that needs to be put out about January 6th that we'll never get to know, right? We still waiting on stuff from Epstein. Let's put that out. We still waiting on stuff from Epstein, and that just went away. I'm not gonna let y'all forget it. It just went away all of a sudden. Y'all, this is what you got to think about, and this just makes common sense. Donald Trump literally had the power of the military. I'm gonna say this. Just go with me. Donald Trump had the power of the military when he was president. You mean to tell me Donald Trump thought it was wise to get probably not even 1 million people, it might have been 1 million, I don't know, out there that people that drink Bud Light sit around. That's not true either, because they said Epstein and Trump had fell out at Mar-a-Lago because Trump didn't like how Epstein moved. They got whole like statements that Trump even worked with like FBI agents and stuff to help with Epstein. So that's not even true. Even though people see pictures, like I said, this is a time now. If you are in these circles, it is wise for you not to take a picture with nobody. As soon as you snap it up, they say, oh, y'all in cahoots. Y'all doing XYZ. Haven't we seen what happened with Diddy? Everybody that has been seen with Diddy, taking a picture with Diddy, supposed to be at the party with Diddy, stood 5 feet away from Diddy, they all are in the same cabal, they all doing the same thing. And I'm pretty sure every single person that's been in the picture with Diddy is not participated in a Diddy party or done the things that they claim Diddy has done. Same thing with Epstein. I would be foolish to think that these people are taking pictures and every person he's taking a picture with, he's done the same thing as Epstein. That would be crazy to say. Now, if you was in a bunch of pictures and y'all in a bunch of different places, it might be safe to say that y'all are maybe close friends and y'all like to do a lot of the same things. But back to my point. If Donald Trump had the power of the military, it would be crazy for him to get motherfuckers that sit around and drink beer, fat as hell, big guts, or women who are teachers and babysitters, like to overthrow the government. Like that would be crazy. Like a logical person would say, these are some fat, out of shape white people for the most part that was out there. I don't think they'll be a good candidate to overthrow the government, especially if the military just happens to come down here and just be like, okay, y'all are trying to cause an insurrection. It just doesn't make sense. He said peacefully protest, and if people take it upon themselves after a speech to go and raid the Capitol, you can't blame that on him. I'm just sorry. Like, people be like, inciting an insurrection. 1 minute, this is what we say. Y'all go with me. This is what we say. So I don't know if y'all seen, there is a kid who committed suicide because he fell in love with the AI chatbot. Y'all can look this up. A kid, I think a 14-year-old kid killed himself, right? So while he's talking to the AI chatbot, he says that he's going to off himself, right? The chatbot is talking to him like, no, don't do it. I wouldn't live without you. They're showing the text between the chatbot and this kid. 14-year-old kid now. And so a lot of people were saying this. As a parent, why did you allow your son to fall in love with a chatbot or be this addicted to a chatbot? So what that means is parents should have some type of autonomy over their children to make them act right or get them the proper help. Because we understand children don't have the full brain capacity or the cognitive ability yet, because their brain is not fully developed at a 14-year-old, right? So what do you say about adults? You mean to tell me now we have to do the same thing for adults? You mean to tell me these grown people that when we looking at all these people that's raiding the Capitol, these motherfuckers older than me, and I'm 36, raiding the Capitol, and you mean to tell me they don't have the God-given right or the brain development to decide if they want to raid a Capitol with or without Donald Trump's permission? You mean to tell me is that many people are able to be influenced by the words of Donald Trump? If so, that is scary. So much so that they will cause an insurrection. So where does the line, where do we draw the line that when we're talking about people having autonomy or being adults in America? That's the next question we got to have. Where do we go to the point where we say, oh, these are adults, they're able to make decisions by themselves? That's the question that we have to ask. Epstein and him took one picture in 1992. He didn't even know him like that. Bill Gates over him, though. Like I said, when you see these pictures and these people and stuff like this, it'd be crazy for me to just be like, oh yeah, they all out here doing stuff and being pedos with children and shit like that. That would be hard. That would be hard to say. Yeah, I sent my mom a picture of me voting. She said, why I look so serious? I'm finna say, what, you the Joker? She thinks she a comedian, y'all. But I want to talk about Elon Musk. So Elon Musk was talking about, wow, I know y'all seen a couple of people in back endorsing Trump. We got the BLM guy, the founder, he endorsed Trump today, or maybe yesterday. And Elon Musk was on Joe Rogan talking about
Thank you so much for buying.
Yeah, I'm late to Twitter or X, but I gotta say X is like when they say the first real news source, like the place to get it first, it definitely is, because like Facebook, they don't have news stores like that. And I think they need to change that maybe on Facebook, but they don't have news stores like Twitter does. It goes Twitter, maybe Instagram, and then Facebook.
Thank you so much for buying Twitter.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm not exaggerating when I think you changed the course of history. I really do. I really think you made a fork in the road. We were headed down a path of censorship and of control of narratives that is unprecedented. Forget about what they were able to do back when they had newspapers and the media under control. What they were doing with social media by suppressing information, and when you had a combined government effort, like
that is why we know that the fix has to be in. Because even the interference that we see, like me talking about politics now, some of my lives been doing good, and some of them have been going down the last few lives that I've been doing. Like it is time for the American people. We got to stand up. Like I said, Americans, we are pretty much dumb. And the reason that I say we're dumb is because we really believe that we stay in the best country right now. And I know there's a lot of people will say, well, why are all the illegals coming over here? Well, they stay in South America. And we're going to compare, yeah, but I said we aren't the best country. If your government sends billions of dollars to other countries while you have 2 hurricanes then hit the state and people have to apply to get money instead of y'all just having it where you people can just have money or sign up for something and you get it automatically, where people were getting rejected, actual citizens, that should let you know everything you need to know about your government. Censorship was crazy in 2020. It's not as bad now. And you know it was bad when Mark Zuckerberg had to come out and say, well, yeah, the FBI sent me a letter and said the laptop story was fake. What? You mean to tell me you can't play this laptop story, but we have a whole bunch of other stories come out but this is the one y'all want to suppress? People get on social media and lie every day, but we don't suppress that. I know girls right now on Facebook fat fishing niggas all the time. All the time. They post pictures from like 2017 of them. In 2024, I guarantee y'all they do not look like they look. I was on dating websites, and these girls that I know personally, when I would see them, will only post pictures of them when they were smaller. Pull up on a date, they big as hell, big as all our dogs. It's crazy, but those are allowed. But the laptop story isn't. Well, you're gonna get a lot of clicks. You gotta think about this. If you allow the laptop story to go on, you get a lot of clicks and views because people are able to find the story on your site. So you actually lose traction and money. And then when people learn out that you suppressed it, now you're losing people and subscribers and followers on Facebook because now they feel like you're a government operative. You're compromised by the government. So you got on Joe Rogan and you said this.
What they were doing with the laptop story.
Yep.
Well, you have 51 former intelligence agents saying that this is Russian disinformation.
Yes.
And JD Vance said when they get in office, they're going to fire all of those people. All 51, he said they're going to fire them.
Take it offline.
Yeah.
And Twitter complied.
Yeah.
If you didn't buy that, we wouldn't have known that. We had no idea.
Exactly. No, it's. I mean, the reason I bought it is because I'm pretty attuned. Since I was like the.
What? Hold on now. We gotta stop right there. It's still bad they suspended me on IG for calling Dragon Ball super character ugly. Have y'all seen those breastfeeding videos on Instagram? I follow a few. I'm not gonna lie. I follow a few breastfeeding channels on IG. It's some nice breasts on IG on the breastfeeding channel. So I follow them, and the women know what they do. They know they're showing their breasts and they trying to sexualize it like that. So I'm just being 100. Yes, I follow a few breastfeeding channels. Okay, some nice titties on there. But it's crazy that they allow that. But you can't I got banned on IG because I said women can't drive that good. I was like, it was a joke. It was like, we all know women can't drive that good because it was like a woman, like some women road raging each other and they used the cars to crash into each other. And I was like, women don't drive that good, and they banned me. They suspended me for like a week or so.
most interacted with a user on Twitter before the acquisition. So before the acquisition, that I had more interactions than like there's some accounts like Obama and whatever had higher follow accounts, but I had the most number of interactions of any account in the system. So I was very attuned to like if they saw change, if they changed the system, I can tell immediately. Like, and I'm like something weird is going on here, you know. Like,
Yeah.
so there's like I just got increasingly uneasy. And obviously, when they deplatformed the sitting president, you know, not the deplatformed Trump, that was just insane.
And I agree. To deplatform a president, a sitting president, because of what he says. And y'all got to remember around that time, they was giving him shit. They kept he called it the China virus. Oh my God, that's racist. And now what they saying?
Thank you so much.
Now what are they saying? It's the China virus, right? Now they're saying it's the China virus, which is crazy.
Well, the multi-billion.
Which is crazy now that everybody agrees that it came from China. Donald Trump told us, he said, hey, when I become, when the Biden administration take over, y'all gas is going to go up. Y'all groceries are going to go up. Everything is going to go up. What's TBS? Mr. B said he has TBS, but everything's going to go up, and he told the truth about everything. Everything went up like crazy. Everything Trump said was going to happen, it happened. Went up crazy, crazy numbers. And y'all got to understand, Biden and Trump both had the pandemic to worry about. And when Biden took over, everything got worse. And you got to think about this. We got actual cities right now struggling to pay their employees in these cities, having to raise taxes. And y'all got to think about this. I'm going to say this again. The last 12 of the 16 years have been ran by Democrats. Do y'all know all Democrats, every time they get in office, they talk about raising taxes. Every single time somebody get in the office that's a Democrat, they talk about raising taxes. Kamala talking about a corporate tax raise, tax hike. I'm going to show y'all. We're going to watch a video and see what she has to say about it. Because you know, if she raises taxes on them, that's just going to come back on the American people. But this is the other video that I seen about Elon.
Even if Trump doesn't win, the Defense Department and NASA are going to need a new arrangement for all their rockets and for all the multi-billion-dollar contracts Elon Musk's companies have with the U.S. government. The U.S. government is going to have to either, unwind from all of those contracts, or Elon Musk's companies are going to have to unwind from him. This is an untenable reality in national security terms, now that we know what we know about Elon Musk. Even if Trump...
So this right here, I got a question for y'all. Who else in the world is catching rockets out the sky? That's all I need to know. Who else has caught a rocket? Have y'all seen China? Have you seen anybody else in America catch a rocket out the sky? Now, and I've been saying this, Elon Musk sometimes give a little evil genius with the stuff that he's making. But when have you seen a nigga catch a rocket out the sky? That's all I gotta ask. What you mean you're gonna have to take what you gonna take his companies? What you gonna tell him that he can't explore space anymore? Like, are you gonna put more regulations to where he gotta jump through these hurdles? Because that's one of the things that Trump did when he was in office. He cut a lot of regulations. Like, one of the regulations that I seen that Trump cut was one of the regulations I seen Trump cut that I seen a lot of people talk about was food trucks. I know a lot of black people that was excited about one of the regulations that deal with food trucks and made it easier for people to operate their food trucks in cities like New York. Because they talk about the regulations in New York is ridiculous. And Trump was talking about this on Joe Rogan, how they use the EPA regulations to hold up a lot of projects to build stuff. The IRS endorsed Kamala. Of course they did. They finna y'all think this is not a joke. They finna hike these taxes up because anytime somebody talk about raising taxes, just know Americans are about to feel it. If you are we're literally in like a depression right now, and you got a president telling about raising taxes. And I'm gonna say this again: people hate rich people. The regular everyday person hates rich people. So when they hear we're going to tax the rich and they need to pay their fair share, not knowing that most of the taxes are paid by the 1% of the country. Most of your taxes are paid by the 1% in the country, but you're going to tax them more? You got to understand, when they start taxing and taxing heavier, oh, best believe your job about to get lost. So we finna go get these motherfucking robots in here. Because I seen them, they got AI pallet jacks. Nobody pushing it. And these two things that roll up under the pallet, picks it up and takes it where you want it to go around the warehouse. AI pallet jacks. You can look it up. And I'm like, bro, they coming out with AI everything that does not require people. They have fully autonomous McDonald's. Fully autonomous McDonald's nowadays. Understand what's happening in the new stuff that they're ushering in. I seen a guy ask Trump at one of the not debates, but it was like a CNN thing. And the Mexican guy asked him, Hispanic guy asked him, if you deport all of the people that came over here, who's going to do your field labor jobs, like, pick tomatoes and work your farms and shit like that? And in my mind, I'm like, first of all, I'm pretty sure if y'all raise the prices of who can go out there in the field and pick it, you'll have more people out there working, believe it or not. When times get hard, people have to adapt. If you can't feed your family, and most men know this, you can't feed your family, you'll do what you gotta do. You'll do what you gotta do. You pay enough, and if I lose my job today, and they say, well, we got these jobs out in the field, well, shit, I got 2 kids and a wife I gotta go take care of. Bitch, give me that motherfucking rate. Come on now. But they justify because they try to act like these low skill positions that these illegals get, nobody will take them over. Actually, I think a lot of people will actually do those jobs. You know why? Because I worked in some jobs where I'm like, I don't see how we in here working right now. We in this plant and it's 110 degrees right now. Sweating, bending over, picking up boxes that's 100 pounds, grinding on this rock to make these parts that go in the power lines. Like, how are we in here? And why are we okay doing this type of work for $14 an hour? Granted, that was 10 years ago now, but we was doing this hard labor for $14 an hour, 9 hours a day. During the summertime, it's 110 degrees when you walk in there and when you walk out of it. They give you fans and they give you these little popsicles that supposed to be electrolytes and to hydrate you. But come on, be for real. How much can I be hydrated when I got to work a job 5 to 6 days a week, 9 hours a day, sweating the whole time I'm at work? There's no way you're going to rehydrate yourself. I'm sorry. So, like I said, when we're talking about what the migrants are doing and how they feel like, oh, nobody's going to take these
doesn't win
jobs. Secondly, it's America. Why would you want to be an immigrant and come over here and get a low-skill job? Because that means you'll just have to take over apartment buildings like y'all been doing it, because y'all can't afford to stay there with no $12, $14 an hour when the average rent price is like $1,500 a month. You can't afford that. So that means you have to take over and steal. My homeboy sent me something today, and it was the Chicago black people against the Venezuelans up there. And the Venezuelans are whooping these niggas' ass. And I'm like, I thought y'all, my homeboy said, yeah, if I would have stepped on y'all fake J's, y'all would have shot me 92 times. But the Venezuelans, y'all don't want to go to war with them. They taking over y'all neighborhoods. Right. They taking over y'all neighborhoods and y'all don't want to go and fight for these neighborhoods? Come on now. But a surprise endorsement I want to talk about. Y'all make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all share the video and follow me on all social media pages. One thing I want to talk about is this right here. BLM founder endorses Trump. Right? This was a surprise to me. BLM founder endorses Trump. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe that this happened. And the reason being, y'all know, most of the people that was on the BLM side believed and supported the Democratic side. Now, people gave me a lot of flack because I did not support BLM. And my thing is, when it comes to support like this, anytime a movement gets a lot of traction, a lot of publicity, a lot of money thrown behind it, I already know niggas ain't involved. Because niggas do not support things. Listen to me. Niggas do not support things that is best for their interests. If it was like a movement where they bought J's, yeah. If it was a movement about chicken wings, yeah. If it was a movement about, you know, who had a twerk contest or who could throw a football the farthest or who can dunk, yeah, it might be some niggas behind that. But you're talking about changing your life, changing your community, and actually supposedly whatever they were trying to do, act like you're trying to better the community. I don't know black people behind that movement. There's no black people behind any movement that's for bettering black people. Ain't no black people behind it. It's a scam. Because niggas do not want to do better for themselves. Secondly, I'm going to tell y'all this. There are founders. They have founders that in different sects. We know the actual first founders were three ladies, it was two ladies and a trans woman. But there are founders of different sects. So that like they have a Birmingham chapter, they have a Detroit chapter, they have different chapters. It's a difference between black people and niggas. I agree. But I'm gonna say this. For the most part, black people are niggas. It ain't a lot of black people that are niggas out here that's trying to do right. For the most part, a good 70% of the people that's out here, black people, are niggas. And the reason you know that is because of the things that they do. Like when the Democratic Party has a Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B, Glorilla performing as if these are nice, respectable young ladies. When Cardi B says she set dudes up to get them raped by trannies, Glorilla gets on the podcast and says she lets her man ejaculates on her salad, uses that salad dressing and eats it. Meg Thee Stallion is always bent over twerking, got shot supposedly, lied on national TV about having sex with the guy that's on trial. And these are people that we have representing us as black people. Just think about that. This is the party that most black people, 80% of black people are going to vote Democratic. It might change this time, but 80% of black people vote on this side. So that means they're okay with homosexuality, which is a mental illness. They're okay with puberty blockers. They're okay with people cutting off their Peter whackers and people acting like they dogs and horses and signing up for these competitions. Niggas ain't trying to do right. We black people have standards. Look, I agree. But when you have 80% of the black people being niggas, what does 20% do? What is 20%? What is that? Like I said, people that have most of the people that have podcasts nowadays, this is all typically about talking about sex or some wild shit. Like like podcasts like this, when we're talking about just black people holding black people accountable, they don't really grow to a big size. And the reason they don't do that, because I have to, hold on real quick. Hello? Oh, you trying to call in? Hold on, y'all. J Mac want to call in. Let me put her on. Hello? Yeah, I can hear you. Hold on. Hey, can y'all hear her out there? If y'all listen, can y'all hear them? What you gonna say?
Going to be forced to give up even more money to the government, then that means they're going to lower their wages. They're going to lay people off. They're going to invest more in automation so that they don't have.
Hold on. They say they can't hear you. Hold on.
Okay.
I think I got it right now. Say something.
Okay. Dang, I had to say all that again, but I was.
Oh yeah, they said that they hear you now. They hear you now. I got it right.
Okay. Yeah. So I was just basically saying I enjoyed your comment about how and it was a few minutes ago, so I know it's not on the current topic, but basically this idea that the rich don't pay their fair share of taxes. And I'm just so tired of hearing that, because of course we know that in this country, the more money you make, the bigger percentage of your wages you do pay in federal taxes. So I just don't know where that idea comes from at all. But even in that, if you are in the, say, 1%, then we're to assume you probably are the type of person or entity that owns like corporations, very large business owners, et cetera. And if those individuals are going to be required to relinquish even more of their money to the government by way of taxes, they're just going to lower wages. They're going to lay people off, and they're going to invest more in AI, automation, to have to remove human capital at all, so that they don't have to worry about paying out benefits, et cetera. So it's just, once again, this idea of just these platitudes that they say, like these little phrases, these little catchphrases, and they don't actually stick when it comes to the real world. So I just want to say that part really stood out to me, because I'm like, yes, I'm so glad that there are people that understand that raising taxes really for anyone is not going to be beneficial, but certainly not for the people who are responsible for employing and providing the benefits for a lot of citizens. So that's all I wanted to say.
Do you know that when you talk about like people taxing the rich, that a lot of those people that you talk about have corporations, they give some type of money to like charities and stuff like that to have tax write-offs. But do you know the people that the people and the nonprofits and stuff they give taxes to, y'all can look this up, the money that they give taxes donations to typically never go to the causes that the nonprofits actually make. They typically spend all that money with the workers and the CEOs who started those nonprofits. They never, like, so let's say if I'm doing something for women, even if I give $2 million, the people that don't supposedly help it would not get that money, because it's so much to run a nonprofit and stuff, because they're funded by donations. So it's not, some of it is malicious and some of it is, I gotta pay for my overhead to keep this thing running, you know?
Exactly. And people just don't ever understand that nothing is free. Like, you know what I'm saying? Lil John and Ubi, they was right about that. They said nothing in life is free, man. So, you know, if there's something is non-profit or whatever, it's, you know, that's kind of a misnomer. And obviously, yes, we know that heads of corporations and other very wealthy people, they do the whole charity for tax write-offs thing. But honestly, I don't even mind it, because I just feel like it's not fair that the harder I work, the more innovative I've been, to where I could fund or start a very successful company or business, to where I'm basically being penalized for being more successful. And I think that goes to a bigger conversation of what's wrong with this country now, is that we incentivize low expectations and low, output and that kind of thing. So I'm gonna head off of here instead. I just wanted to just pop in and just call in and say you on point with that, bro. Like a lot of stuff. Glad you went out and voted. I just went out and voted myself too. Just for the record, big DT, not the little one. But y'all go out and vote for whoever you want. You know what I'm saying? And y'all make sure y'all keep tuning in to the New Normal Podcast.
Y'all make sure y'all tune into the Chill Out J podcast. That's my girl J Mac. All right, Jay.
All right, Sid. All right.
But yeah, like I was saying, like we do incentivize lazy motherfuckers. We incentivize stupid people. We incentivize people. Like there's a video, and I know I'll probably be talking about this, but she just made me think about it. There's a video of this woman back in the 70s, early 80s. And she was saying that she was a 19-year-old girl and she was struggling. And she went to work, and her co-worker, another black woman, these two black women having a conversation. The black woman suggested to her, she said, have a baby. Do you know how crazy that is for me to tell another person, hey, I'm struggling. It's really hard for me to pay my bills. And the answer to my problems is have a baby. She said the government's going to give you everything. They're going to give you housing. They're going to give you food stamps. They're going to give you child care. They're going to give you anything that you need. Just have a baby. You can put the father on child support. This is crazy. And we wonder why we see all of these videos of these women who have come out and said, yeah, I got 6 baby daddies. You know why I got 6 baby daddies? Because if I got pregnant by one dude and had 6 of his kids, I'm only entitled to 26% of his check throughout all 6 of my kids. But if I have 6 baby daddies, then I'm entitled to 26% of each of their paychecks. Some of these women are working the game, and I know women that do not work because what they do is sell their vagina and pimp out their kids. This is what we're incentivizing nowadays. We're incentivizing women to lay on their back, not be productive, have kids they don't really want, but this is what they're using to make it to their finish line. How many times have we seen, and I see a lot of men talk about this, that when men are in a position to pay off their child support early, they do it, might sound crazy, they do it maliciously because they know that their baby mamas is so accustomed to getting a check every month. They're so accustomed to getting a check every month that I'm going to pay it off 4 years early with a lump sum because I know you ain't good with money. Because you know how I know you ain't good with money? Because if I miss a payment, you calling me about, hey, I'm missing child support, so where my child support at? So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to pay this motherfucking child support off 4 years early. Because now it's my payback. Actually, me paying out is my payback. Now I get to see how you struggle. Because you call yourself using the system to whip me in shape to do what you want me to do. And that's why, fellas, y'all got to be careful with who you decide to impregnate. Because women, especially black women, will use the government as a pit bull to whip you in fucking shape. Women in general, black women especially. That's why we have abortion talk. They target black women because black women are so loose with their vagina and have bad vagina management. That's why they have more abortions. This is crazy. It's a crazy number. They have more abortions than anyone and still the leading people as baby mamas. How is that even possible? And I know it's going to sound like, oh, you hate. No, this is what we call correction. We have to say stuff about these things because this shit is killing our community. And I know it's the niggas that I'm talking to. This shit is killing our community. Y'all keep raising these fucking renegades. Just a few miles down the street from where I'm at, I know if y'all seen it made national news. A nightclub got shot up. A bunch of people got killed. A bunch of people got shot. That was 2 months ago. These are the renegades y'all raising to shoot up and have no respect for life. But when these motherfucking Venezuelans get in, they get some act right. Because y'all know the Venezuelans ain't got nothing to lose. Y'all act like y'all ain't got nothing to lose, but y'all know they gonna take it there. They gonna take it there. Y'all ain't ready for that. But y'all supposed to be the gangsters and the hard niggas. But y'all, when it comes to protecting y'all community, y'all don't do. Like I said, look this up. Black women have abortion more than anybody. That's why you have a fucking Meg Thee Stallion or Beyonce and Kelly Rowland coming out at Kamala Harris rally in Texas over abortion rights. I am so sick of this abortion rights when you can literally not have sex and not get pregnant. And they using black women as the face of this, as if Margaret Sanger didn't trick you bitches into killing y'all kids. Margaret Sanger did this. Said black people are like weeds. And y'all are okay with it. This is genocide. We've been 13 since I was a kid. We was 13% of the population. And guess what we is today? 13% of the population. But let me get back to this. That's my rant.
I definitely will not be supporting Kamala Harris if she ever got anywhere close to power. It would be a disaster for this. I definitely will not be supporting Kamala Harris if she ever got anywhere close to power. It would be a disaster for this country. Historically, the Democratic Party has been the party Black people overwhelmingly vote for, but we haven't gotten anything in return. So to me, that's the definition of insanity. I've been a lifelong Democrat. I voted for Biden in 2020, which I do regret now. I come from a family of Democrats. I just felt like after 60 years, our ghetto still shouldn't look like a bomb was dropped in it. The education system and school systems should not still be horribly failing. Crime and poverty should not be so absolute.
And if y'all don't know, the Department of Education is ran by Democrats. It is crazy that we have Black children that don't read on grade level, don't do math on grade level. This is fucking insane. Like, how are y'all? It's crazy. How are y'all parents and y'all allow y'all children to get to this position where they still can't read on the 3rd grade level in the 12th grade? Right now, if I had George Bush in front of me, I would choke the shit out of him. You know why? Because that No Child Left Behind shit fucked us up. I remember in 8th grade, I remember when they passed 8th grade, we had 2 dudes in my class. We had these 2 guys in my class. One of them had a baby already, and one of them looked like a grown man, and he was fine at basketball, but he couldn't play basketball because he was retarded. Nigga was retarded, but he was in class with us, right? And we did not know neither one of these niggas' ages, right? We thought they were just tall niggas. We just thought they was, just grew up. They just, hit puberty early. We didn't know. We come to class one day. They not there. We come to class the next day. I think it was like Thursday. Somebody say, "Where's Jeremy and LaMarcus at?" Oh, they got skipped to their right grade. We all looking around, they right grade. He was like, "Yeah, they got put in the 10th grade." The 10th grade? Hold on. These niggas in here with us in the 8th grade, and they talking to the chicks we talking to. What's going on? Because I thought it was mighty odd that LaMarcus was like, he always used to talk about getting pussy. And I'm like, we in the 8th grade. Ain't nobody really talking like this. But that would kind of go along with somebody that's in the 10th grade. And he had a kid already.
Absolutely abysmal as well. But for so long, we've just been blindly loyal to the Democratic Party for no reason. They have given us no reason to have such loyalty and to maintain such loyalty.
Forsaken says 700 million black people were deleted since 1974 because of abortion. Now, add abortion, add murder, add prison, add wars, add drugs. What did you think you was going to get out the black community when you add all of that in it? It ain't, the black community ain't nothing but a big trash can.
Loyalty to them, and many people were doing a lot better under Donald Trump. He implemented opportunity zones for the black community, where it was tax incentive based, and it was incentivized investments into the black neighborhoods, which is what we needed to revitalize our dying economy. Whoever feels like they're not being heard and is interested in conservative policies and conservative politics can look at Donald Trump. And how could you not?
Like I said, I think this is why I don't think, anyway, you can turn the video up. Can you turn it? Y'all can hear that good. Y'all want to play it again? I'll play it again. I'm turning it up.
I definitely will not be supporting Kamala Harris. If she ever got anywhere close to power, it would be a disaster for this country. Historically, the Democratic Party has been the party black people overwhelmingly vote for, but we haven't gotten anything in return. So to me, that's the definition of insanity. I've been a lifelong Democrat. I voted for Biden in 2020, which I do regret now. I come from a family of Democrats. I just felt like after 60 years, our ghetto still shouldn't look like a bomb was dropped in it. The education system and school systems should not still be horribly failing. Crime and the poverty should not.
And I'm going to say this again. I always say this. The cities that are failing are black meccas. Black males, city councilmen, superintendents, school board leaders, the student body, policemen, firefighters. These are black meccas. So there's no reason that we should be blaming white people for the way these cities look, because we naturally segregate ourselves, even though integration was stupid as fuck. And I'm going to continue to say that. We naturally segregate ourselves. But these cities should not look like this. If black people were so smart and we built America, why the fuck we ain't building it now? The talking point y'all love to say, well, Americans, we built America. Show me something you built in America. Right now, 2024, with niggas making billions of dollars, where you can come together with making money. Like literally, I make more money than the average American at the job that I have now. It's other black people that work there with me. So I know that there's people making good money in America, black people. Why y'all ain't built nothing now?
Not be so absolutely abysmal as well. But for so long, we've just been blindly loyal to the Democratic Party for no reason. They have
no, Jazz. They don't run everything. They ruin everything.
Given us no reason to have such loyalty and to maintain such loyalty to them. And many people were doing a lot better under Donald Trump. He implemented opportunity zones for the black community, where it was tax incentive based, and it was incentivized investments into the black neighborhoods, which is what we needed to revitalize our dying economy. Whoever feels like they're not being heard and is interested in conservative policies and conservative politics can look at Donald Trump. And how could you not?
And like I said, so many people are waking up that it's just hard for me. I just don't see. And these people, like I said, the Somalians endorsing him, the border people endorsing him. You got BLM endorsing him. And now y'all got to think about how big that is. Because when BLM was running rush out over America and he was speaking out about it, they love to tag Donald Trump with that racist word. They love to tag Donald Trump with the racist word. And I say this, and I'm gonna always say this for white people. Make sure y'all like the video, share the video, follow me on all social media platforms. White people, if you are truly trying to help black people, get the fuck out of anybody's black way. You don't be trying to sing kumbaya. Don't be trying to hold hands with black people. Don't do it. Just get out the way. Don't speak up for black people, because if one misstep or if you misspeak, now you racist. If you, I tell y'all, if you see that a nigga about to run his head in the wall and you be like, that might not be a good idea. If you say, hey, black man, that may not be a good idea. Now they're gonna say you racist because, nigga, I see you about to run your head in the wall. That don't look like a good idea. Just stay out the way. I know liberal white people are going to get in the way because I know that liberal white people think black people are stupid. That's why when black people need help over the proverbial wall, they like, here's my hand. I'm gonna give you a boost, Blackie, because I know you're not gonna be able to do it by yourself. While all the white counterparts are able to hop over the wall by themselves, but they gonna come over here, just help you. Here you go, Blackie. I know you can't do it. There you go, nigger. I don't like the idea because I'm around brilliant black people. I surround myself with brilliant black people. I hate how we give platforms to people that either shaking their hips, playing video games, or twerking their ass or talking about sex. Those are the only, like, if you are a black person and you start building your channel and you talk the way that I'm talking right now, or other black people that I associate myself with, they will try to replace you and try to shadow ban you, try to put you on the back burner because they don't want people like this talking about the stuff that's going on. You know why? Because the machine has to keep running, and black people are cogs in that wheel that they need to never ever wake up. Never wake up. Black people are cogs in the wheel. They can never wake up. They have to make sure that black people are a well-oiled machine. And that's why black people are so emotional. And you cannot get black people this emotional if you got daddies in the house. All this I feel racism. Let me tell y'all something. This is some real shit. I've had plenty of conversations with black people, and I stay in Birmingham, Alabama, the South, where they have said, I have never experienced racism or overt racism or racism that I know that has happened to me. Like, I just, like, this white person here calling me nigga. I've never been called nigga to my face. Like, I don't, like, it's people I've seen on TikTok and other places around the country that think that when you come down south, you just got white people, hey, nigger. No, like, no. I always say this. When I go out of the South, if I'm in a restaurant or in Vegas at a restaurant and it's predominantly white people are looking at me crazy outside of the South. But white people in the South and black people in the South have been dealing with each other a lot longer. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King always talk about when they leave the South, it's more racist outside of the South than it is in the South. Even when slavery was abolished, niggas voluntarily still worked with their slave master. Because where the fuck was niggas gonna go? Like, these are things that people was doing that wasn't well thought out. Like, why y'all didn't give, why when we talk about freeing slaves, y'all didn't say, hey, here goes Texas. Y'all can have Texas. Here go these house. Like, it's okay. I get it. You don't want to be a slave to nobody. But nigga, you ain't got nowhere to stay now. Like, this is just my mind. You got nowhere to stay now. He done kicked you on your ass, your wife, your kids, and all. They got to, oh, now you back. Now you're begging for a job. First you want to get free. Now you begging for a job. Like, these are things that I think about that I'm like, niggas don't have no fucking foresight on the things that they sign up for. And it's scary that we still see the same stuff that's going on now. People said Trump is literally going to have us picking cotton again. I got a question for y'all. What product do you buy today that uses cotton? This is rare. What product today that uses cotton? Can anybody name one? They don't even use cotton jackets and shit no more. What clothes you seen that use cotton? Because when I be looking at the tags, it say polyester. Is that cotton? We should go back to hemp though. Like I just think about comforters. Like they don't even use like pillows and stuff like that. Like you could be like, okay, those use cotton, but the pillow that I got is made out of it's not cotton. It's like it's a bamboo pillow. It's made out of something. There's no cotton in it. It's something different. So, like I said, it's not even enough. It's not even enough cotton in the world to even put all the niggas to make them pick cotton. So why would they even do that? Just think about this. Companies are firing people left and right. If anything, just think about this. I know they said Donald Trump was supposed to be in Hitler, but if anything, they will probably put y'all ass in the gas chamber before they put y'all on the slave on the field. I'm just saying, if he was supposed to be in Hitler, like they all came out and said last week that he admired Hitler, they will probably put y'all ass in the gas chamber because we really don't need y'all niggas around here. I'm just saying, we got robots, AI, humans are unreliable. COVID might come back and around this bitch in the one time because we need to fuck up the society, the economy again for Trump getting them. If he wins, who knows? Yeah, they don't really, I'm gonna be real with y'all. A lot of people ain't needed, and I'm just talking about the black community. I don't know what's going on in the white community. I don't really have any white friends. Just to be honest, I have no white friends. I know people try to, preference themselves and try not to seem right. I don't have any white friends. Personally, I've said this before. I don't really hang out with white boys, and the reason I don't hang out with white boys because they do a lot of gay shit. Right? I'm just gonna be honest. Like my interactions when I've been to school or when I've been on basketball teams or football teams with white boys, they do a lot of weirdo shit that I'm just not cool with, and they think it's cool. Like, no, that's y'all culture, cool. I know that a lot of black men are being pushed to the front nowadays to be homosexual, but a lot of that is whitewashing, and part of that comes from slavery or butt breaking and stuff like that. So I get it. And ain't no dad is in the house. So a lot of these women, they pushing their sons to be a little homosexual, right? But I'm just saying, I don't have any white friends, and that's cool. Like if I'm naturally meet with somebody, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Like I think about organic relationships. I am okay with being cool with white people. Like I said, black people and white people naturally segregate themselves. So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm not trying to be racist or mean. I just know if a white man told me today, I don't believe in interracial dating, I wouldn't be like, oh, he's racist. I would be like, you know what? I actually agree with you. We might could be cool on some stuff because I don't think interracial dating works for the most part, especially with black men and white women. They have the highest divorce rate. And have y'all seen, like I always say this, man, the amount of interracial sex on X is crazy. Man, these dudes on here killing. I'm talking about they on here killing these white girls, boy. Hey, they not even playing. Hey, JBO, cut that out. See, this how niggas come to the show and play. I don't know who this is right here. Who is Danny Bastos? Is that how you say it? That nigga said my gay best friend is named Cedric. And if y'all watching the video, y'all make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all share the video. Make sure you subscribe to hey, y'all make sure y'all go to my Rumble page. I want to start having different types of conversations. Over there on Rumble that I know we can't have on here. So my next video I'm going to play right here. This is another video. Do you have moderators? I'm not the most reliable LAL, but I'll do it when I'm on. Now I don't have no moderator. I might make for a second a moderator. I grew up in the burbs, and every race at lunch would sit together. We do separate ourselves. It's just a natural thing. Like culturally, you're gonna segregate yourself. Now, everybody, of course, everybody that's black don't have to think the same. We're not monolithic, and it's crazy that we will say we're not monolithic until it's time to vote. Even the dumb niggas know what being monolithic means, and they will agree with that until it's time to vote. Till it's time to vote, now everybody got to vote the same way. One band, one sound. And I tell you, I went in high school. All my high schools was integrated. It was a mixture. My middle school was an all black school, and my elementary school was a mixture too. I went to WJ Christian. Banks was all black. Went to Shades Valley. It was getting to the point where it's mostly black. And then I went to St. Clair County, graduated from that, and it was more white than black people. And like I said, it was a lot of things that I didn't like with, like the white boys. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. They do a lot of weird shit. That's just my opinion. If I seen a cool white boy, that one. Another thing is, I hate white people that try to act culturally black. Ugh. I hate white girls that act like that. Like when I see a black dude date a white chick, it really grinds my. This is like a pet peeve. I really hate seeing a black dude date a white chick and that white chick acts black. And when I say act black, y'all know what the fuck I mean. Because somebody get on here and say, what does acting black mean? I'm talking about, the long fingernails that black girls wear, the eyelashes, the slang, the colored hair. I don't like that. Using the terminology that you could tell she been around. I don't like those white girls. Like if I had to date a white girl, I want a from the valley, burbs, white girl. Like, she still don't, she ain't trying to wear no Air Force Ones, no Jordans. She gonna pull out her Skechers. I don't want no hustle and flow chick. I don't see how niggas do it. Because if you're gonna get somebody that's white but act black, why you just don't get a white girl? That go back to my whole questioning about homosexuality with dudes. Like, I don't understand why you just can't be with a chick if you just like assholes. It's always blowing my mind, because you're gonna have to be gay. What is it about the man that, like, I don't get it. I don't know. Maybe you're attracted to men. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Out of here. I mean, I'm already working.
What do you think happens to you if he wins?
Well, I'm out of here. I mean, I'm already working on a foreign passport with a completely different name. I don't know how it's going to work as far as dealing with my wife and my children. I certainly don't want them moving to where I'm looking to go. But I don't think yourself, the president of MSNBC, General Milley, Liz Cheney, how many people has he turned around and said that these are people that I intend to go after if I have the ability to? And the worst is the Supreme Court's recent decision that gave him immunity, presidential immunity. Now he thinks it's not only is it I can do whatever I want.
You know what? It's crazy that they're scared of him, but they have been weaponizing the government and the courts against Donald Trump. The stuff, like I said, the Democratic Party is a party of projection. It is a party of projection. Like, they talk about racism, right, on the Republican side. Now, and we say, well, y'all are the party of the KKK, right? Like, projection much?
But I can't even be prosecuted to get out of jail free card solely for the president.
So you're out of here. You'd leave the country.
I have no choice.
Unbelievable state of being. Michael Cohen,
I'll still be available to you, but by remote.
By encrypted remote. Thank you for spending.
How are you going to be scared of the things that you do? Like, one thing that is known, and people got to always remember this: when you do some fucked up shit to somebody and they have the opportunity to get into power and they can bend you over the barrel now, where you were using one Peter Walker to hit him, now he done brought his homeboy to use the Peter Walker to hit you. He done did it twice as rough to you, because we already know overcorrection in anything leads to somebody feeling like they're oppressed now. So when we gave women power, well, we've given women power now. A lot of men feel like they're oppressed now because it's an overcorrection, and all you see is women, women, women. How do you have a whole Democratic Party? How do you have a whole Democratic Party and all of your rallies that I've seen were about women? Women performing, women shaking their ass. And then when you have people that are men for you, it's like gay dudes for Trump. I mean, gay dudes for Harris. What the fuck? Like, it's always some weirdo shit on that side. Seven things the Lord hates. One of them is hypocrisy, I believe. Forsaken said, if you could give it, you could take it. Yeah, that sound good. But like I said, what I'm give you and what you give me, if I get a chance to do it, just like if you start slap boxing a nigga right now, he hit you one good time. Oh yeah, you finna try to knock his block off. You finna try to knock his block off. But I'm gonna say this. I hope y'all voted. I hope y'all feel good with y'all decisions. I hope everybody's wrong about this dystopian future that could loom over our heads depending on either candidate. Both candidates are going to destroy the country. So one of them are going to put us black people in slaves and chains, and the other one's supposed to be letting 1 million more, 200-300 more migrants in here to take over. I don't know. They said we'll never have, this country will be unrecognizable. I do believe that. I believe with both candidates, the country will be unrecognizable, but I don't know how that'll look. I just want to say, make sure y'all vote. I hope that y'all votes, like I said, is come to fruition. I hope mine win out. Like I said, I haven't voted. And Forsaken is the reason I went and voted, but I appreciate it. It was an easy process. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, Forsaken. If I would have pulled up and there was a line around the door, I was gonna lie. I was gonna go in there and get a sticker on somebody's shirt real quick, and then put it on mine, and then take a picture and give it back and be like, yeah, I took a picture and I was gonna post it on YouTube. I ain't gonna lie to you, but when I pulled up, it won the line. So I went in there and actually voted. I took a picture of my ballot and everything because I'm gonna post it when I get off here. So y'all know I actually went in there and voted. I ain't bullshit you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm gonna lie to you. Keep it real. Just be honest. You been rocking with me. It's gonna like if that line would have been around that damn church. Hey. JBO, what you been up to, man? I ain't seen you in a minute. You in South Carolina, ain't it? You in one of them Carolinas. Was you affected by that hurricane? I know it's a lag on the screen. I think it's like 20-30 seconds. Yeah, I don't forget people. I need to make y'all moderators for my channel when people get in here and say like weirdo stuff in the chat. Oh, and JBO, thank you for that super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Like I said, I appreciate you guys. Trying to wait on him to respond so I can see. My power was out for 2 days, but no damage in my area. Okay, that's a blessing. What your state looking like? Is they still rebuilding or is it still messed up? 2 days ain't bad. As a matter of fact, I bought a generator about 4 years ago. About 4 years ago, I bought a generator, and I just took it out the box like the top of this year, and that bitch would not crank. And I think I need to get a new spark plug, but I tried to crank it up like Saturday, and it won't crank. But I'm gonna have to go get a spark plug. Yeah, bro, you don't need people distracting you from the message. That's what moderators are for. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make moderators. Some mountain towns are destroyed, but I think they're all right. Oh, well, that's good. That's good. Like I said, I'm gonna make y'all moderators when I get off here. I gotta figure out how to do that again on YouTube. The moderators and stuff. How do you make a moderator? Can you make a moderator right here? And use from nah, you can't do it right here. Hey, y'all make sure y'all share the video. I'm gonna make y'all moderators right now. And like I said, make sure y'all share the video, like the video, and make sure y'all go to Rumble and follow me on Rumble because hold on. Because we finna start having conversations over there, and just in case they decide to take YouTube channel down for whatever reason, because the way I talk, you know how that goes. But I will say this: it's surprising that YouTube is kind of being lax with a lot of the videos lately. They've been real lax. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can do this real quick. Channel. Is it under advanced setting? Google Ads. Hold on, community. Maybe it's on the community. Oh, here we go. Moderators. Let me see. That ain't your name. I don't think this is the right name because what I'm looking at right now is do it from the actual YouTube video. From the you got like, do I need to go on? Hold on. Let's see. Okay, do it from the video. Let me go to the video real quick. Y'all bear with me. I'm learning doing some new shit right now. I'm gonna try to clean up the cussing. It's just so hard because I'm so used to it. But I'm gonna try to clean it up, guys. I don't want to offend nobody. And people be doing weird stuff. Okay, I'm at the video. Hold on. Hey, y'all seen that video on TikTok they mad about? Said Kamala's over there with Beyonce. Y'all seen that? Hey, that's all that. Them dances been kind of hen lately. I ain't gonna even lie. Them dances been going up. Hold on, I don't know why it won't let me play the video. Like I clicked it. I'm on the wrong thing. Hold on. Y'all don't think I'm slow, but I ain't. Slow, but I ain't. All right, so I'm on the channel, and you said do it from. Oh, okay. I see. Add as moderator. I got it now. I'm making y'all moderators now. All right. Boom. Jazz, thank you for telling me that. I never know. I think that's how I did my other moderators. I just been a long time since I've been on here doing moderators and stuff. I got it now. Hey, y'all, like I said, y'all make sure y'all like the video. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be back tomorrow again. This time tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have we'll know the winner by tonight. Hopefully these states won't take 2 and 3 days to count ballots so they can cheat, because that's the only reason you will take that long, because you should know by tonight. But like I said, hopefully tonight we'll hear something about the election, and hopefully it'll be Donald Trump. Because I don't want no motherfucker that I'm gonna say something. My country can't be ran off giggles. I'm sorry. My country can't be ran off giggles. I know Kamala don't answer questions. All she do is giggle, but the country can't be ran off giggles. Take that laughing shit on. Go sit down. Go get your drink, because you know you're a drunk. We know it. I told you my granddad was a drunk, so I know what a drunk looked like. Go sit down. So, well, you aged 34 years already. Your neck was tight. Now you got the turkey neck. But I'm gonna say this once again. 2006, when I seen that video, Kamala was bad. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. She was bad. But it's the New Normal Podcast. There we go.